Bahuma right side. Gonna cut it inside. Looks now for the end zone.
I mean, you're better off just rolling it down the field, the 40-yard line, than kicking a line drive to number 15.
Salcido in motion. Snap taken, heating. Gonna throw down the seam. He's got Coleman in the end zone. Touchdown!
I love it!
Look out. Off to the races. Matt Morrison. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off at the flat. It's Lynch on the road, down by a point. Capetta calls his own number, takes the plunge, and ends up in the end zone. Four-man rush. Throws across the body, looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. The holder is Sabati. It's clean. The kick is up. Good. And good.
All right.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Portsmouth. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Two Seacoast rivals, the unbeaten Dover Green Wave and the Portsmouth High School Clippers. Both teams trying to grapple up that slippery standings in Division I East that has become competitive very early on. Exeter, they got their third win last night. The Blue Hawks are 3-0. Portsmouth hoping to join them after two blowout victories. Opening night at Spalding 40-6, and then they shut out Winnicott 42-0 on this field a week ago. All in all, an 82-6 stretch to open up the season. Dover, well, just about as impressive. 1-0-1. Opening night win over Winnicott. Under that man, head coach Eric Kumba. Followed up with a 7-7 tie against one of the better programs in the state of Maine, Sanford High School. So both teams still with a 0 in the loss column here in week number 3. And as we know, Steve, these early September meetings can often come back either to reward or hinder a team's playoff chances come November.
Yeah, let's face it, the East is strong this year. Three teams, quite frankly, that to me, it's going to be very interesting to see how when they all, right now we have an iron game tonight with the two of them playing each other. There's other matchups coming along the way that we're really looking forward. You know, the table is being set, Nick, for some really terrific football. In many different games at many different levels. We saw a game last night. Concord was defeated by Salem. That's going to make that Salem-Wyndham game the end of this week huge. This game, though, has been one of the marquee games that everybody's been looking at. They want to see in the East as well as across the whole state. The team, the Londonderrys and the Pinkertons and the Bedfords and such. They want to see how these teams look against each other. No question, Dover faced a very solid opponent in Sanford, Maine. Went pretty well there, right toe-to-toe with them, and I think that's going to help them this year. I'm really excited, Nick, to see Auburn. The things I hear about this guy between yesterday and today are just incredible. Saw a little bit of him on tape. Really want to see him playing a high-level defense like this. We're going to see that tonight. Also want to see more of what I saw from that Portsmouth defense. I said they're like oak trees on skateboards, Nick. They just come up, and they are just rock solid and 8 wide from corner to corner, or end to end of the field, I should say, going east-west. They are just incredible athletes, and they come up, and they just, like I said, hit like tree trunks. This matchup between these two coaches, you could see last night, they were smiling, having fun, but boy, when it gets out this time, it's competition time. Looking forward to a great one. So
it should be a good night as well. 64 degrees here, a little bit of a breeze. It may get windier as the night goes on.
Yep.
Hurricane, a few dozen miles offshore. Meanwhile, here come the Portsmouth Clippers in front of what is expected to be a capacity crowd.
Big team.
Jogging out as the flag bearer is Angus Moss, the senior, highly discussed through the first 2 weeks of the season. A playmaker, of course, on both sides of the football. And it wouldn't surprise me if there were a few college scouts in the crowd tonight taking a look at number 8 in maroon.
I was just saying, if you got a few minutes, just going to take this team of 105 or 108, whatever it is. I think Coach Paffett said it's down about 105, Nick, now. Somewhere in that range. That is a large team in numbers. And Clipper football.
It's back. Hoping
It's
to
back,
go
ready to
3-0
roll.
with a win tonight. All right, let's step aside. When we come back, national anthem, coin toss, and then kickoff at the top of the hour. It's Portsmouth and Dover right here on our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Coaches or student athletes will not be tolerated at Portsmouth High School, and you'll be asked to leave the premises. The officials for tonight's game: referee Mo Billido, umpire Richard Brownlee, head linesman Don McGuigan, line judge Daniel O'Neill, and back judge Damian Seven. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for our national anthem, if you are able, performed tonight by the Portsmouth High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Eric Gagnon. Anyone wearing a hat or cap at this time, please remove them.
Well, there it is. The national anthem performed by the Portsmouth High School Marching Band under the direction of Eric Gagnon. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. The lights are on, and we're just about ready for the opening kickoff. A packed house here on the coast with, well, really both bleachers now filling up. Dover has brought a sizable student section, and they're in a blackout tonight. Black from head to toe, a Hawaiian theme apparently in effect with the Portsmouth student section off to our right. The Clippers will kick. Ball placed on the tee at the 40-yard line.
I believe they won the toss and chose to defer, Nick.
The sophomore Daniel Solar-Sala is the 6-foot, 200-pound kicker. All right, Dover will send two men back deep, standing at their own 11-yard line. Ball in the air, and we are underway here from Portsmouth. This one is going to stay inbounds off a double bounce. It's fielded off the hop, and look out. Up past the 30 with one man the beat to the 40, and all the way past midfield goes Grant Davis, the junior, flashing the speed there on the return. Sets up Dover in Portsmouth territory.
Watch here. The wedge breaks down. He's trying to hold. What a nice job. Excellent choice. Once he beats 44 outside, everybody else over pursued, Nick. That's a heck of a run back. That's exactly what the away team in Dover wants to open the game.
Sincere Bailey on the return.
Strong run.
And that sets up the Dover offense right at the 50-yard line. So 1st and 10 from midfield, and we get our first look at Ryder Aubin. Highly touted senior quarterback, going to operate out of the pistol here with 4 receivers, 3 to the strong side left, and now Aubin apparently going to change the play. He's going to be in constant communication tonight with his head coach, Eric Kumba, over on that far sideline. On 1st and 10, the senior fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, looks for the edge, and is spun down after just a 2-yard gain.
Boy, Nick, it says he's...
That's Dominic Bueno on the stop, the outside linebacker with a good tackle.
Yeah, he is thick and stronger, Nick, than in person. First time I've seen him in person. He is going to be a load to contend with tonight, Nick. Really like the way he ran that ball.
As is Dover's style, they're going to get right to the line of scrimmage, and then
he avoided a loss.
And figure it out from there. Wingback here on the play on the right side on 2nd down and 9. It's a 4-man front for Portsmouth. Aubin handoff near side. First carry for Brady McGinnis. And McGinnis is swarmed. About 4 different Clippers are there in the hole at the line of scrimmage to hold the senior to just a 1-yard pickup, now 3rd down and 8.
And this is one of those things I was talking about earlier, Nick, where they come up really, really well. Every single one of them has excellent read and react skills. They don't over-pursue. They're winning these individual battles. Look at the bat, and boom, stand-up tackling right there.
2 backs now surrounding Aubin on 3rd down and 8. It's like a 4-man rush. Aubin looking to his left, glances over the middle, fires incomplete. Overthrows the target. A diving attempt there by Sam Gruby, but the senior could not reel it in, and now 4th down and 8. So that Portsmouth defense, after surrendering a long kick return on special teams, get the stop they were looking for.
Tough
here
to run again. Plenty of time here. Nice pocket. That ball just came out like a duck. That's all there is to it. But he had an open patent. He had plenty of yards after the catch as well. So let's see what the Clippers can do.
Going to send 2 men back deep with their toes at the 10-yard line. Meanwhile, the snap is going to be blown dead, and a flag flies. We will hear now from our official tonight. That's Mo Bilodeau. Back, I believe, out of retirement. He's been doing it for the better part of, I'd say, about 50 years. And he's also, of course, an NHIAA Hall of Fame inductee.
Yeah, I kind of lit up when I saw him, Nick, pre-game. You wonder what brought him back, but boy, New Hampshire high school football is better off when that guy is out on the field.
Absolutely.
Terrific personality as well as a referee. Wow!
And look out, the ball is loose after a high snap. It'll be picked up inside the 10-yard line, and now tripped up shy of the 20.
Wow.
Goes the punter for Dover. That's Braden Robinson. The freshman did all he could to track that one down, but that's a major mistake as Portsmouth is ready to operate first and goal from inside. No, first and 10.
You're going to see it here.
First
Way
and 10
over.
from about the 19-yard line.
Goes back. Look at this. If he had him beat, he might have been able to get closer line of scrimmage, but that is no way. They had great pursuit on him. That's a great tackle right there. That is a costly mistake right there.
That's Tucker Johnson, the senior punter, who again
There's
had to
no
reach
way.
up over his head, got his fingertips on it. Good job to recover, and then a nice tackle to bring him down.
There's no way he's going to get that one.
Portsmouth's Colton Broussard, the junior, got him around the ankle. Meanwhile, first and 10 for Portsmouth, and an opening carry for Cole McLaughlin, the senior.
Nice.
6 foot, 180-pounder, picks up 2.
Nice defense there by the Green Wave. Held the gap very well, comes in. Look at number 64. Controls 2 gaps right there and just shuts everything down, and his other teammates were able to come in and finish. Nice work.
That's Dover senior defensive lineman Kyle Merrill. One of 4 down linemen here. Here comes a blitz as well. Quarterback draw, and Aiden Thomas is going to run over left guard and pick up maybe 2 to set up a 3rd down and 6 as Dover once again swarms to the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're holding the gaps very, very well here. This is a big play for both teams, but especially for Dover, Nick. Anytime you have an early mistake like that on a special teams type play, you want to vindicate it as soon as possible, get it behind you.
And 2 early tackles now for Merrill,
Yes.
who was again lined up here in the A-gap. 3 minutes in, first quarter, a 3rd and 5 on the way from the 17-yard line. Portsmouth hoping to strike first. Hand off again, a spin move. McLaughlin breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10
That's a big rush.
before he's dragged down at about the 5-yard line.
Broke the tackle. They had him at the line, Nick. Just couldn't wrap him up. Nice forward lean in his running. Watch the nice technique. Turns. Nice spin move.
And Liam Gannon brought him down.
Nice work.
May have saved the touchdown. On first and goal from the 4, McLaughlin goes backwards. Spun down in the backfield as 3 Dover players are on the scene, including Jacob Bernier, the senior safety. So the loss will back the football up to the 9-yard line. And now a 2nd down and goal on the way.
This is going to be an interesting call right here. Is he going to go to the air? Yes.
Thomas going to roll left, going to throw over the middle. It is caught by McLaughlin. Touchdown, Portsmouth. Wide open over the middle was the senior Cole McLaughlin. He hooks up with his classmate, and Portsmouth able to capitalize off the early Dover mistake. They take a 6-0 lead.
Like I said, Nick, I like the call. I wonder if they're going to pass it here because there was a lot of pursuit against the running backs, Nick. What they did is they spread everybody out in the outskirts in the end zone, and that opened up that little flare pattern underneath. What a nice job. And then rolled out with a reverse pivot and fires the strike. Nice job.
Extra point up.
And good.
And good. No problem there for Andy Brown, the sophomore.
So the one thing, if you're the Clippers, Nick, you want to do is you want to execute there. Watch this play right here. Nice turnaround. Got good. There he is coming out of the backfield. Nice, easy pass. Nobody there to pick him up. I really like that call. They flared everybody away from the zone and opened up a lot of green space for him. If he was covered, I'm sure that situation, he tucks it and runs. Coach Pafford, Nick, has got to be pleased by what he just by the fact that his team was able to get in the end zone. You want to capitalize on mistakes.
And, of course, that on the heels of the defense forcing a 3 and out.
Yep.
100%.
So,
an ideal start for the longtime Clipper head coach, Brian Pafford. And an early hole for his counterpart, Dover head man Eric Kumba.
The wind already starting here with the tee.
Yeah, the ball comes
Not going to get any better, right? It's going to get a little breezier as the second half comes in, from my understanding.
So now Solar Sala.
What a kick.
With an end-over-end boomer all the way to the goal line. Fielded on the run by Amari Lewis. And the freshman
in and out.
going to bring a single for a touchback here. They're going to bring it out.
Well, he's got a leg there, Nick.
Dover will begin here momentarily with just about 4 minutes gone by in this first quarter. 7-0 Portsmouth.
Wind aided or not, it is. That was a heck of a kick. Really pushed him in deep. Makes you wonder what his range, Nick, would be for a field goal if that's ever needed in the. Got a lot of distance on that. Well, it looked like the defensive line was doing a really good job for Dover in the early parts, but that run that kind of got the first down for him really made it difficult at that point. You get a first down, you goal to go. Nice play selection there by Coach Baffert.
A key third down conversion kept that red zone drive alive. All right, now Dover, after going 3 and out, they're going to put the freshman in motion and hand it to him. This is Amari Lewis looking for the edge, and he won't get there.
This is what I saw, Nick, in the reviews of this defense that I've seen before. They all come up, and they read so well. Watch the pursuit here, Nick. They don't leave their post early, but they recover. Look at that. Everybody's coming up. Good pickup.
Nick Smith was over there.
Yep.
Tucker Husky was also over there, 2 of the speedsters.
Heard that name before.
Defensively for Portsmouth. Yeah, Nick Smith, one of the best face-off men in the spring in the game of lacrosse. Meanwhile, this one is dropped incomplete. Groby. This time the pass on the money. Groby takes his eye off it. And now another third down on the way here for Dover.
You can even just slow down. You got to start moving that ball forward. That, to me, Nick, look, they're giving him time. Yeah, that ball's got to be caught right there. Had plenty of space. They're giving him some time to throw. I'm wondering, was that tipped? I think that may have been tipped. I think you're right.
I think Cole McLaughlin, the middle linebacker.
Nice slow motion replay.
Third down and 12. Aubin going to have to go back to the air. He's got a man in his face to screen. Near side, there's the catch. Here's Bailey in the flat looking for the marker. He's got it. First down.
Extremely well-designed play, and the timing of the call by Coach Kumba was outstanding, Nick. Everybody was coming up in that situation. A lot of pursuit. Watch him. They release him. Now look at the lead blocking. He's got out ahead of him right there. And what a terrific job blocking all the way to the whistle. That's outstanding teamwork for Coach Kumba's blocking group there on that play. What a nice job.
It's an 18-yard hookup.
And boy, do they need that, Nick, really.
On 3rd and 12, they move the sticks.
Great play call.
The ball now at the 37-yard line. It's about 5 minutes gone by. First quarter, Dover trailing 7-0. Handoff up the middle. And there's a big hit in the hole. Bailey able to maybe get an extra yard there, but in the end, only a 2-yard pickup tackle for Portsmouth made by Brooks Connors.
Yeah, so obviously they're going to depend, Coach Kuma's going to depend on the passing game, putting the ball in the air a little bit more. He really needs to be able to, Auburn really needs to be able to start executing on some of these pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to have the defense of the Clippers just freewheeling it coming up. So they got to hit on a couple of these, if nothing else, beyond getting yardage, just to keep the D honest.
Second down again, 2 receivers each side. Aubin looking right, has to leave the pocket. Eyes downfield, steps on the gas, back to the line of scrimmage. First down to midfield, cuts inside, and finally is pushed out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. That athleticism on display there for the senior.
He runs, Nick, he beats people effortlessly. Watch this. He breaks out of the pocket. Now, this is the Portsmouth Clippers defense, which is very fast, and he's able to turn on the gas, makes a nice move there, grabs an extra 4 or 5 yards. He is impressive, and he runs. Not only is he fast, Nick, he runs strong. Look at that speed. Game speed right there. Nice job.
Sets up a 1st and 10 in Portsmouth territory for the first time as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to the ground, and you're right. Well, a good second effort.
Yeah.
And Bailey going to spin his way inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line, picking up a yard or 2 after contact to set up 2nd and 8.
There's some major league trench hitting going on, Nick, in that trenches. There's a battle for control and position very early in the first quarter. That's exactly what you're looking for if you're a coach on the sidelines, is you want your guys in the trenches fighting for that dominance. I wouldn't say anybody's won yet. I'd say they're pretty even on that. But Auburn, I got to tell you, I wouldn't be afraid to give him the ball a little bit. Let him run off tackle.
2 carries so far for the quarterback for 19 yards. Going to spread everybody out here 5 wide. Hard count against a 4-man front, and now the senior may have changed his mind.
Yep. I think the coaching staff did.
Yep. Aubin looks over at the sideline and now is ready to go on 2nd and 9. Takes the snap, and they're going to blow this dead.
Timeout, yep. Coach Kuma didn't like what he saw.
You're going to call a timeout at the
last
last
moment. He's frustrated, but he's smart to call that.
First timeout either way.
Yep.
Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. By MG Sports Fundraising. Fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com and start raising money for your team today. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 5 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast, visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally, Spectrum Month, powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday night's New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Dover on drive number 2, facing a 2nd down and 9, trailing here early on the road, 7-0. Snap, 4-man rush. Aubin with a pocket with time, now going to escape and tuck and run, break a tackle, and lean forward down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 there, and now 3rd and 4 coming up.
One of the things you want to see in a quarterback, Nick, is make good decisions at critical times. That was one. Watch him. You're going to see it from the back end. It's a great shot right there to show what I'm trying to demonstrate. They give him the time, and they give him a little hole. There was nobody open. Everybody was covered. He takes what's there, holds on to the football with 2 hands. Terrific job. That's what you want your quarterback to do. Don't make something that isn't there. Take what is, and he did just that.
Survived a pretty good hit there by Colton Broussard and Cole McLaughlin, who sandwiched him at the 40-yard line. All right, 3rd down and 4. The throw to the right side is caught by the freshman. He's got the 1st down. Pretty good grab there as Amari Lewis pulls it in with 2 hands, and Dover is going to move the sticks as Lewis is ruled out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Aubin starting to look a little more comfortable in the pocket because a lot of this success is coming from that offensive line is doing a terrific job, Nick, of giving him not only time, but giving him a nice wall there with vision that he can see across the field and make his decisions. And it's working for him right now.
Dover on the march, 1st and 10 from the Portsmouth 30. Trailing 7-0. They go to the flat. They go right back to Lewis. It's a screen. Going to make a man miss initially, but then is spun down at about the 25-yard line. Pick up a 5. Tackle there by Smith along the sideline.
Well, Green Wave came to block for their teammates. Terrific job. Look at the upfield blocking. Boom, boom. Look at that. That's what you want to see, folks. You're going to see it better here. Watch. At point of attack, 1 block, 2 blocks, holding him on the inside. Great job.
So 2nd down and 5. Inside of 4 minutes, first quarter.
Looks like 4.
Lewis in motion and a handoff. It's a jet sweep and not going to get much.
Yeah, there's a situation there where he really wants to just plant that outside foot, Nick, and turn that upfield. You're not going to outrun him to the outside there.
Yeah, Tucker Husky with a lot of speed there in the secondary. Able to cover some ground there and get to the ball carrier to make this a 3rd and 3. Ball inside the 24-yard line. A chance of defense coming from the Portsmouth student section. Aubin puts Lewis in motion, fakes to him, goes up the middle, and that's a good play.
What a call.
1st down, Dover. Bailey goes right behind the center, and another 1st down for Dover on the ground.
Yeah, Coach Kumba's calling a nice game here. There's a comfort level coming in with the offensive set here with the Green Wave, Nick, that's looking very, very good. And it's all starting with that offensive line providing time and openings for the offense to roll.
Bailey picks up 12 there, and now a 1st down on the way from just outside the 10-yard line. So they can still pick up a 1st down near the goal line. Aubin with 2 backs. That's Bailey to his left. Hard count, chest high snap. Going to fake the handoff, roll left, dump it off in the flat. It's caught. And inside the 5, again goes Lewis. He's going to tumble out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
And again, watch the downfield blocking, Nick. This is something this Green Wave is really hitting on all cylinders right now. Watch the little flip here. Nice job. Gets outside. Now watch the clip. 1 block. 2 block. 2 key blocks ahead of where the tackle is made, Nick. They're really hitting on all cylinders here.
2nd down and 1.
This is a team effort.
From the 2-yard line. Bailey again is the back. Snap, handoff, Bailey up the middle, touchdown, Dover. It's a 2-yard plunge by Sincere Bailey, the senior. Virtually untouched to finish off that drive, and Dover is an extra point away from tying the football game.
This is all cadence. Watch it on the replay. Watch how the Green Wave offensive line gets off the ball, gets into the bodies of the defense, and is able to create the quick hitter to get through it. I don't know if we have a replay there or not, but if we do, it'd be nice to see.
We'll get to it here. The upcoming.
There we go. Now watch this. Look at that block on the inside. Who is that? Number 60. Who is that, Nick? The center? What a terrific job.
It's Braden O'Neill, the senior.
Yeah, whoever the offensive line coach of the Green Wave, Nick, is put in a little effort here because it's showing off. His kids are working hard for him.
Ryan Henderson was down there.
Look at that.
As well.
That block. That was a destructive block right there.
Dover going to go for 2 here. Aubin going to roll to his right, looking into the end zone, throws towards the back corner, and that one is intercepted.
A little surprise there.
No good. Dominic Bueno, the senior, able to pick that one off in the end zone. So Portsmouth is going to hold on to the lead here 7-6 with 2:27 remaining in this first quarter.
He had him running across. That was Oben had a wide open receiver coming across initially, Nick. I don't know why he didn't pick him up. Easier to say from up here, but we have ourselves a football game, Nick. If both of these teams offensively are going to be able to be that effective, and they both were. But, boy, that was a pretty drive right there going down the field. Very methodical. Everybody's working.
It's a drive that ate up nearly 6 minutes and went for 80 yards, capped off by a 2-yard run from Sincere Bailey.
Yep.
And, again, the extra point try is no good. So 7-6. And now it's Portsmouth. It's a
little surprised, weren't you? They didn't go for the kick there this early.
Coach Kumba looking for the lead.
He did have a receiver open. It just
meanwhile, this one is a short kick, and one of the up men, Nicholas Setzelis, is going to set up his team at the 30-yard line.
It's a name we remember in the Londonderry area there.
Correct.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 on the way. Portsmouth's first drive ended in pay dirt. Short field after a bad snap on the Dover punt. Set up the Clippers 1st and 10 at the Dover 19. They punched it in eventually with a 9-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Thomas to Cole McLaughlin.
Coach Pafford and company's offense. Here we go. Let's see how they respond.
Dover brings heat off the edge. Thomas fakes the pitch, keeps it himself, and then is tackled from behind. Good job in pursuit there by Jake Bernier.
Wow.
Cut him down from behind, below the knee.
Watch that speed.
It's a 3-yard pickup there for Thomas.
Yeah.
2nd and 7.
Yeah, Thomas is going to have to go. If he's going to run, he's going to have to go full speed here. Looked to me like he was waiting. That's just great backside pursuit. Look at all 3 of them. This speed on both of these programs, Nick. Pretty much across the board here. Both these teams obviously have come here to win.
All right, 2 receivers to the far side left. Good key block there. Allows the time for Thomas to go downfield. Trying to hook up with Angus Moss. A good effort by the senior, but in and out of his hands and incomplete.
Well,
and nice 3rd down and 7 facing Portsmouth.
Nice job here on the replay. You're going to see does the smart thing. The defender looks back. Watch him look back. As soon as he looks back, he has all the same capabilities as the receiver has. That's just good defensive backfield play. Got a finger on it. Got a hand on it. Nice work. That's good corner. Defense right there.
The corner, Brady McManus.
Yeah, nice job, Brady.
Or McGinnis. Excuse me, you got a piece. One of the many seniors on this class, or
Good technical work right there.
One of the many seniors on this team. All right, somebody jumped.
Little cadence.
Yep. Question is,
did he fool his own men or did he fool the other side?
I think it's against Dover.
It looks it.
So encroachment will cost the Dover defense 5 yards, and all of a sudden 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd and 2.
Yep. That's something that Dover, they got it against Portsmouth. There's no margin for error. You've got to be able to avoid mistakes because you have a big play like that, then you have that reception that was broken up there. The pass was broken up, and then that.
Again, flags are going to fly.
Got to calm down.
Looking for the blitz off the edge was Jake Bernier, and it looked like he was very early there.
You come in all jacked up, Nick, and you're ready to go, but you've got, you know, it's one thing if it's an interior lineman, but there's no reason that should happen right there, way in the outside.
Got to watch the football.
Yep.
1st and 10 after back-to-back penalties, back to the ground, a spin move by McLaughlin. Going to power his way up to about the 49-yard line for a gain of 5.
Spin move is right. He's got a good one. He's used that. That's the 3rd time he's used that spin move. That is rehearsed and learned right there, and if he's got a good natural ability to apply it. Nice work.
Finished off by Liam Gannon.
Let's get him an extra 2 or 3 yards, Nick. Every carry does it.
Yeah, they give him 6 officially. 2nd down and 4. Gannon with 3 tackles here defensively for Dover.
See if Dover can avoid any more of these cadence mistakes.
They're going to blitz. Hand off McLaughlin right side.
Just great
He's
work.
tracked down from behind. That's Bryce Carberry, another senior. And one of the extra pass rushers there ends up bringing down the back. In the backfield, it's 3rd down and 5 after a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, he pulled his hip a little bit here. Watch here as he makes that tackle. Yeah, he just went off the field. Looks like he's okay, though.
So,
it's just a big 3rd down, huh?
Yeah, Portsmouth will have to face 3rd and 5 without McLaughlin on the field. Final 30 seconds, 1st quarter. Thomas to the air, left side, complete, near the stick. He's got it, and he's still alive. Great second effort. Going to pick up an extra 10 yards and move the sticks.
Well, like I said, Nick, both of these teams have come to play. 2nd, 3rd effort on many plays with many players. That's a well-thrown ball right there. Nice job concentrating on it. He was kind of in his face with very good coverage, and he was able to concentrate extremely well.
And then break the tackle. That's Emmanuel Poe, the senior, 5'7", 155-pound receiver.
Those plays matter.
On 1st and 10, it goes up the middle, and this one is snubbed out early.
All right, this is where Coach Coomba's defense really has to step up, Nick. Got to stop the
That's it. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Wow. Quick moving here on the Seacoast as Portsmouth holding on to an early 7-6 lead and back on the march on the other side. 2nd quarter next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the 2nd quarter here in Portsmouth. Clippers with a 7-6 lead. They've got the ball at the Dover 35-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go back to the air. Thomas looking for Moss. Incomplete. The 2 seniors can't hook up, and now a 3rd and long on the way. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. 2 unbeatens and 2 division rivals going at it here on the Seacoast.
Yeah, just not comfortable from the pocket there, Nick. Watch the footwork here when he jumps back. He's just not comfortable. He's like hopping as he's throwing it. He's got to set his feet, nail the hammer, throw it to the spot. Don't ease it. If you aim it, you're not going to get it. You have to throw it to the spot.
See if they can complete one here on 3rd and 10. They're going to roll out the senior to his left. He throws off the back foot. He's got a man. He's caught there by Poe. He's tackled inbounds. And he's very close to the first down.
Much more comfortable there.
It is a first down.
He seems to be more comfortable, Nick, throwing out of the pocket. He likes to get out there in the open field. I think he gets better vision. He just, the comfort level just gets, but from the pocket, there's 2 different throws here that I've seen. A little uncomfortable. I don't know if he's having trouble seeing over the lineman or not, but.
Well, he gets down there.
Yeah.
And Poe's got his second grab, though. Poe's got his second grab, 26 yards through the air.
Yep.
Unofficially for the senior. And now a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. The back to his left is the junior Brooks Connors. Under pressure immediately. Bailey gets to him, and he's spun down.
Penalty flag down. Don't know what that is.
It's down at the 16-yard line. So the sack would back Portsmouth up with a loss of 4, but again, let's see about the penalty.
Yeah.
Came in late. And it's going to be a defensive hold. So Dover,
well,
they're going to suffer their 3rd penalty of the drive.
That's costly right there. Well, that answers a little bit of why he was having trouble seeing a open receiver downfield. That probably was his guy that he was looking for, because it was right around the area in which he was looking. The flag was thrown. So I don't know if we already did a replay or not, but.
Now, there's the hold call from Mo Bilodeau, the longtime and Hall of Fame official.
Yeah.
They're going to spot the football at the 16-yard line. And I believe, nope, they're going to move it inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. So a 1st and 10 on the way from the 12. As Portsmouth looks to widen the gap here early in the second quarter, out in front by a point. Thomas throws a strike, but it's behind the receiver, incomplete. Trying to hook up there with Nick Smith.
Now you're going to see here, Nick, again, he's just not comfortable throwing it. It's not a fluid motion. It's kind of like hopping and a little bit out of sorts as he stands and throws it, and he kind of throws it sideways here. See what I mean? Yeah. It's not a comfortable look right now when he's in the pocket. Once he rolls out, that seems to completely just change.
4 receiver set. Again, it's Connors to his left. This is a bad snap. It's picked up by Smith. He's tackled immediately. In the backfield is Cameron Mitchell, senior defensive lineman for Dover. And now a 3rd and long after a 4-yard loss is going to back the football up to the Dover 17-yard line.
So mistakes on both ends here, Nick, that are being costly in these offensive drives. There's defensive mistakes as well. There's also a lot of high-level precision stuff going on at the same time. It's kind of a mixed bag so far.
Both teams exchanged touchdowns in that first quarter. Dover tried to go for 2 and failed on the attempt. Thus the 1-point lead for Portsmouth. On 3rd down and 14, they bring the house, and it pays off. A sack back at the 26-yard line. That's Dover's Kyle Merrill, who has already put together a pretty good first half. Adds a sack to his stat total. And now a 4th down and a mile facing the Clippers.
Watch this.
At the Dover 27-yard line.
They just bring the whole interior part of that line, and what a great stunt. Boy, that was a well-designed defensive stunt. Portsmouth did not know who to block, Nick. They did not have it manned up. And
Dover has been aggressive.
Yes, they have. That's a big
in
call.
This first half. As the DC has dialed up the blitz more often than not. Brings more pressure off the edge on 4th down. It's up for grabs.
Great
and
play.
It's knocked away, incomplete. Knocked out of the air by Bryce Carberry. The senior saw it the whole way, got his right hand on it. It's incomplete, and the Dover defense holds strong. Still a 7-6 ball game, and now the Green Wave offense onto the field.
Yeah, they had him. They had that ball. That's lucky. Well, it wouldn't have mattered much if he intercepted anyway, Nick, one way or the other. Probably 10-yard difference. But watch the quarterback. He takes it right immediately after that ball was released. He takes a shot. So that's not going to help the comfort level in the pocket in the future.
Yeah, they've blitzed more often than not.
Yeah, and they're well-timed and they're well-designed blitzes,
right.
Nick. They've been very effective.
2 minutes in, second quarter. Dover, their first drive to begin the ball game, went 3 and out. A bad snap on the punt gave Portsmouth a short field. Clippers capitalized from 19 yards out and took an early 7-0 lead. Dover's second drive, though, nearly 6 minutes in length, covered 80 yards, capped off on a 2-yard run by Sincere Bailey.
I was talking last night to Coach Coomer about his offensive line in the film that I was able to see, Nick, exploding off the line, and they're doing that right now, even against the Portsmouth Clippers. They got off the ball, absolutely. The cadence benefited him. Good form coming off, but that's not going to help.
A flag here.
False start, yep. Going to back him up.
So another mistake along the line of scrimmage for Dover.
Boy, that just go from one end to the other. They had great offensive surge there in that first play. And next play, they get up to the line and they jump.
So back pretty much to the original line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, fans continuing to file in here. We thought it was packed at game time. It's overflowing at this point.
Yep.
Including a standing student section.
They always have a great crowd here.
Which is all decked out in Hawaiian gear. Handoff. And nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Cut down. McGinnis trying to make a move to his left, but somebody bit his ankle there and brought him down. That's a pretty good play by 55 in maroon.
You always know when a running back goes towards the line and then slowly sidesteps one way or the other. Watch. Nowhere to go. Slowly slide step. It's over at that point, Nick.
That's Max Durkin.
Yep. We'll see what they can do. 3rd and 11.
3 minutes in, second quarter. Aubin will put a man in motion. Aubin looking, throwing, complete. And a spin move is going to give him the first down. That's Sam Gruby, his first catch, his third target in this first half. Third time's the charm as Dover moves the sticks.
Wow, that's a critical play at a critical time. That's a huge success for the Green Wave, Nick. Nice job protecting the football with both hands and driving. Knew where the sticks were, knew where he had to get. That's a nice work. Good pass there.
Pickup of 16. 1st and 10 from the Green Wave 42-yard line. Again, an empty set. 3 receivers short side left. Man in motion, McGinnis. The handoff is on the ground. McGinnis going to cover up. That's a costly bad handoff there. A 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16.
Yeah, timing was off on the snap, Nick. It looked to me like he was already past him or almost right to him by the time the ball was snapped. He's lucky he didn't run into the ball. And he did the smart thing of just falling on it. Didn't try to pick it up. Maintained possession.
2nd down and 16. Dover with 4 down linemen. Linebackers in communication. It's like press coverage in the slot. Here comes the blitz. Throw is low. Bobbled and caught by McGinnis. They're going to rule that a catch near the original line of scrimmage at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that's don't underestimate the importance of that, Nick. Now they're within striking distance of 3rd down.
Right.
Open the playbook up a little more plays. You can still run it. You can screen it. You can throw a short out pattern. You can go downfield. What a nice pickup.
That's a great catch. About an inch to spare there when he hauled that one in just above the turf. 3rd down and 9 officially. Looking for the Portsmouth 48-yard line. Aubin on the throw. It's complete out of the rollout. Gruby, another catch along the sideline, and another Dover first down. Boy. Down inside the Clipper 38-yard line.
That's a series right there, Nick. We were probably not going to forget if they're able to go down and score at this point. Because you talk about being down and out 3 different times. We're trying to move the sticks, and they keep on getting it done.
That's Gruby's 3rd catch on the drive. And that goes for 19, which is the longest play from scrimmage either way. Nearing the midway point, 2nd quarter. Dover on the march. They set up a screen for the freshman.
Well covered.
And Lewis is blown up. It's a 1-yard loss. Portsmouth is right there.
Well, They kind of, you could see they kind of smelled it the way they picked it up. Everybody was reacting, so not sure how effective that'll be.
They give the credit to Dirk in there, the first of many defenders on the scene. Dirk had a bit of a fan favorite, apparently. He's got a large family section off 2 hour left. All right,
nothing wrong with that.
Second down and 12. Again, McGinnis is the lone back. They roll out Aubin to the right, hit as he throws, and
what a catch!
A contested grab made by Bryce Carberry down to the Portsmouth 25-yard line. Coverage was there, but a better catch there by the big receiver.
Watch the fact he goes after the ball, and what's the key here? The quick pull-in. See this? Watch him pull it in so quick. Boom. Right into his chest where he can control it as he goes to the ground. That's just great work right there.
Carberry had a good play defensively to shut down the Portsmouth drive.
Yeah, he did.
Moments ago, he makes his first catch here on the offensive side, and it goes for 15 yards. First down and 10. Dover looking to get into the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Bailey straight ahead, going to power it inside the 20.
I think he enjoys that, Nick. He likes that quick hitter right through the hole there, and he just keeps driving his legs. He almost likes the contact.
No nonsense on that downhill run.
Absolutely.
For Bailey. They give him 8.
You got to give the Green Wave a lot of credit, Nick. They make mistakes and they know they got to fix them, and they keep on coming. And there's some big individual skill plays here.
In the red zone for the second time tonight on 2nd and 2. Bailey left side is going to be cut down near the marker, right around the 16-yard line.
But there's a culture, Nick, of offensive blocking on the Green Wave right now that's really impressive. Even when, obviously some snap count issues and so on and so forth, but they don't get deterred. They keep on, they're well coached. They keep going after it.
Durkin, another tackle for Portsmouth. 3rd and 1. Sneak as Aubin going to push
that
forward.
Offensive line.
Still on his feet. And is finally brought down at about the 12-yard line, so he rumbles his way for 5 yards on 3rd and 1.
Explosive. They're just an explosive offensive line as long as they're following their cadence. Watch this. Watch them get off the ball, folks. Watch this. Watch them into the bellies, and look at that. Look at that. That is just, they won. They won the ball game right there. Not the ball game. They won the play right there. Nice job.
They keep the drive alive and set up a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Clock ticking down towards 4 minutes here in the second. Bailey up the middle. Stuffed this time. McLaughlin and Bueno are there at the line of scrimmage to say hello. However, forward progress will net Dover 2 yards there to set up a 2nd and 8.
I'll call this active trench warfare, Nick. The trenches are active. There's and right now the Green Wave, I don't know, this is number 60, number 76, number 75, and I can't read the left guard over there.
That's O'Neill, Henderson, and McNeil.
Tremendous. What a terrific job these guys have done this game.
2nd and 8 from the 9. Aubin back in the gun, 2 receivers. Roll out right side, finds a back. That's Lewis. Flag on the play. McLaughlin is going to plant the freshman into the turf at about the 14-yard line, but again, there's a flag.
They're going to get Carberry, I think, for a hold downfield, I'm pretty sure. I believe it's him. Let's find out.
Penalties starting to pile up.
They are.
Against the Green Wave.
And that's a costly one right there. Here we go. Watch downfield. Watch number 11. He's got his hand up on the outside, and the referees don't like that. They want him on the inside. It could have been that one, or it could have been 16 holding from behind. I don't know.
Either way, it's a hold against Dover.
Yep. So that's going to be a costly penalty. You get down the red zone, Nick, you just want to keep going forward.
So, this one stalls here. Another penalty against Dover, the 2nd on the drive, and the 6th in this first half.
Yep.
Stops the clock with 3.5 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, a look back at the first half with stats, highlights, analysis. And, of course, the Friday night scoreboard is back tonight. Week 3 edition will keep Steve and the rest of you in suspense until halftime. That's coming up in just a few moments.
I've been sneaking a few peeks here, but
you can't cheat.
I think Nick shut off my search engine on my phone.
I may have to hide the phone next.
No, can't do that.
2nd down and 16. Mo Bilodeau says run the clock. Dover trying to regain the momentum. Ball at the 19-yard line. Portsmouth again will bring 4 to the defensive line. Aubin makes one man miss, throws into the end zone, incomplete. Tried to hook up there with Ben Allen.
Second too late.
Another one of these freshman receivers for Coach Kumba, but that one is low and incomplete.
Yeah, looks like he had some space for him. Just a second too late right there. Yeah, the ball just did not come out of his hands that great.
Threw it off the back foot as well.
He was kind of running for his life there.
Yeah. Yeah, the pass rush has been pretty good both ways in this
That's
first
no
half.
surprise here with these athletes.
So 3rd and 16 from the 19-yard line. Dover looking for a big play. They go to Bailey in the flat. Makes one man miss down the sideline. Full speed ahead into the end zone. Touchdown. Sincere Bailey turning on the Jets. Scores from 19 yards out. Aubin to Bailey. And just like that, Dover has retaken the lead 12-7.
Boy, he can do a lot of things, Nick. They're running him quick hits through the 1 and 2 hole. It's unbelievable. This guy, he can flare out and catch passes, beat guys outside. I mean, he can do a lot of things, and they're utilizing him well. Really like the utilization of the talent Coach Coomber's doing here with his squad. It's pretty interesting to see how he takes guys' assets, things that they're good at, and he puts them in places where they can succeed. Not necessarily just one thing in one area.
It's a 70-yard drive. It's capped off by a 19-yard touchdown pass from Aubin to Bailey. Now the 2-point try. Dover looking to stretch the lead to 7. Aubin throws left side and wide open in the end zone for the catch is Carberry. 2-point conversion good. And Dover quieting the home portion of this crowd here with a 14-7 lead.
You got to give this Green Wave offense, coaches included, a lot of credit for just not allowing, bad things are going to happen. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be effective. And what they have been, Nick, marching up and down the field on their offensive sets has been effective. Not perfect, but effective. And they're scoring. That's a big 2 points to pull up. That kind of gets back what they lost before. Now it's Portsmouth's turn. Portsmouth's not making it easy for them. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's been a great back and forth.
But you got to give the Green Wave credit, and I think Aubin's done a great job. And then utilizing this young man in so many different ways. He can do it. Look at this. Jet speed he turns on. Don't underestimate this guy's on-field speed, Nick, because if you do, he's going to make you pay.
A member of this veteran senior class, this talented senior class that Coach Kumba talked with us on FNL Gridiron about.
They're feeling it. They want it.
We talked about a lot with both Coach Kumba and Coach Pafford last night on FNL Gridiron, presented by Beals Insurance. You can check that out, of course, on our channel. Meanwhile, Angus Moss, it's his first touch, Steve, of any kind. And the talented speedster takes the kickoff off the bounce, up across the 35 to the Portsmouth 37-yard line.
Well, we certainly appear to have ourselves a game, Nick.
As expected. This one highly anticipated. 2 rivals with a long history against one another. And
early in the season.
Yeah, both expected to be competitors in Division I East this year. Exeter, of course, right now at the top of the division standings after a win last night. The Blue Hawks are 3-0. Meanwhile, on 1st and 10, McLaughlin, who's been the workhorse in this first half out of the Portsmouth backfield, is going to pick up about 7 there. Brings it out to the Clipper 45-yard line.
Good job lowering his shoulder.
Carberry yanked him down by the ankle there. Meanwhile, McLaughlin again. That's carry number 8 in this first half, and it's a first down.
Folks, if you ever want to see an effective spin move, and he does it with maintaining ball security, watch this replay right here. This is the 5th time that he's done this, and he's grabbing an extra 3.5 yards out. Watch. Goes through the hole, makes contact, and immediately spins down, softens the blow, and grabs another 3 yards.
They're going to stay with him. Nope, this is a new ball carrier, and look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. A 45-yard touchdown run by Connors. Portsmouth with a quick answer, back within a point at 14-13.
Good luck trying to slow that locomotive down, Nick. When he opened up in the field, imagine trying to bring this fella down. He's alone. And he's got a stride on him that, boy, nobody was going to touch him. Watch him when he breaks open field. Watch the stride here. Just breaking open space.
Touchdown. Just like that. Dover with a quick
somebody
answer.
hurt
It's a
over here or something?
45-yard scample. Yes, there's a player down, meanwhile, for Dover. Shaken up, apparently, at the tail end of the play.
Yeah, we may see it here. Didn't even realize that, Nick. It was out and behind the crowds. I couldn't see it from where I was sitting there.
And it's actually off the turf section of the field, way off the far side corner on the track here at Portsmouth High School. And again, not quite sure what exactly happened there.
Yeah.
Player is still down.
Certainly hope he's okay.
There's 3 trainers now in the area. And players taking a knee here on the field. Well, you can see.
Yeah, he's pulling up.
Yeah, that's the freshman
Looks like a hamstring. He's pulling up a hamstring there.
That's Lewis, who has been so important.
Yes.
In all 3 phases of the game here for Dover.
Yeah, he's got a. Looked to me like a hamstring, Nick, the way he was holding it as he was running.
He's one of their better receivers already as a freshman.
Yep. Yeah, they certainly don't want to lose him.
He's their lead kick returner, and he gets snaps defensively as well. Going to try and walk this one off.
It's good to see him walking,
the backside of the end zone.
Good to see him walking, but gingerly at that, though.
Comes with 2:09 remaining in this first
half. How
half.
about Portsmouth answering back with...
very quickly, just 3 plays. 3 plays, 63 yards, including the 45-yard touchdown run by the junior Brooks Connors.
Where's my spin move man there?
That's Cole McLaughlin. Meanwhile, the kicker for Portsmouth is on here. Daniel Solar-Sala. The sophomore, 1 for 1 on extra point tries so far tonight. You said it, Steve. He's got a leg.
Yeah, he
trying to tie the game here.
Got some serious range on kickoffs as well.
We've seen both teams now score 2 touchdowns in this first half. Portsmouth, the more traditional extra point kick, whereas Dover has gone for 2 twice. They failed on the first attempt, converted a moment ago on their second. All right, so the sophomore going to swing the right leg.
Boy, I like the way he kicks, Nick.
And tie this football game at 14.
I got to tell you, if you're within 37, 40 yards, Nick, I'd give his leg a chance. He's and if it's the last few seconds left, I'd let him kick it however long he needed to.
Well, he's looked good so far.
Yeah.
And really, I'd say both teams on both sides of the ball, Steve, have had their moments in this first half. If you're Coach Kumba, you don't like the penalties.
Nope.
Some key mistakes for Portsmouth as well, but
I do like if
as
I'm Coach Kumba.
There's a lot of pros to go with these cons here in a 14-14
If I'm Coach Kumba, I like the spirit and the attitude of my football team. And if you Coach Pafford, same thing. The attitude is here. Both of these teams are winners. You can tell. They don't let adversity get in their heads. That's not what I've seen. I certainly haven't seen it yet. And that's a real good quality, Nick, to have in a culture. And that's taught very, very early to be able to, suck it up and keep going. What's behind you is behind you. Learn from it, move on. Both teams seem to have that in their DNA.
That's what athletics are all about. This one picked up off the bounce. McGinnis looking for room up the middle. Going to lower that shoulder over the 25 and survive his way up to the 27-yard line to set up Dover 1st and 10. All right, Coach Kumba going to have one eye on the clock here with 2:03 remaining.
Nick would be great here.
Of course, Steve, Portsmouth will get the football as well to begin the second half.
Very good. That's a very good point. And I believe they won the toss and deferred in the first. So that was a good move by Coach Pafford. I think he's going to want it here in the second half to open things up. While I was sitting here waiting, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have that big pirate ship up there?
Yes.
Right behind the visitors thing there. If they had like a gigantic clipper ship or something like that, wouldn't that look beautiful there?
That would look fantastic.
We could broadcast from up there. That'd be something else.
We're going to have to talk to our friend Tom, the athletic director here, and see what he thinks of that idea. Uh-oh. Ball on the ground. Aubin scrambling, trying to recover. Portsmouth is there as well. And who's got it?
I think Dover got it back.
The officials say second down.
Yeah.
That's a good heads-up play. One of the linemen, Steve, able to get to it first.
Well,
Toby DeRoche, the junior.
You're going to see here, instead of falling on it like he did the first time, just kind of fall on that and steal it away from him.
Yeah, Durkin trying to claw that one in with his left hand.
That's great hustle
there. And
there.
then to the rescue comes DeRoche, but it's a costly play, a loss of 10, second down and 20. Aubin on the rollout, throws downfield, incomplete.
Oh, wow.
Off the fingertips
you
of
gotta run your route.
Benjamin Allen, the freshman receiver.
Yeah, you got to run your route, Nick. Watch here. I think you're going to see he slowed down. Aubin threw a nice ball. If I have it correctly, maybe not. Nice rollout. Good form. He's got to finish his route. Don't slow down and wait for it and say you can't get it to me. You got to do your job, and he'll get it to you.
Now a third down and 20 from the Dover 17. Greenway, you got to be careful here.
Coach Pafford, boy, he even looks like it. Reminds me of
He's still got 3 timeouts in his back pocket here as well.
Yes, he does.
Hoping the defense can come up with a stop and force a 3 and out. Aubin, he's got time. He's going to throw a rocket down the seam. Intercepted. Picked off. This is Tucker Husky. Husky on the run to the 10-yard line. Knocked down at about the 8. Tackled there by Aubin. Husky comes up with the game's first takeaway, and Portsmouth is ready to cook. First and goal coming up as the Clippers look to retake the lead before halftime.
That's a break-point play, Nick, right there. All the rest of the stuff is what did I do wrong, what did I do right. In this situation, that is a barn burner. That's one of those plays that can flip and turn around the mental psyche of a team. Threw it into triple coverage, Nick. Not a good decision to throw that ball in that situation. But you start losing yardage, Nick, and you want to make it up in one shot. You got to incrementally try to get it back like they've been doing before. That's just great positioning. Now watch the hit here. This is some good good
Aubin.
contact right there.
Aubin took him down. Good job, though, by Husky on the interception. Still receiving congratulations from his teammates on the home sideline.
Well, understandable.
First and goal from the 9-yard line. Thomas going to roll out, throw on, incomplete, a little too low.
Yeah.
Trying to hook up there.
He's got
to leave with Poe.
He's got to settle down. Got to settle down at the quarterback position.
Intended for Moss, rather, not Poe. But either way, incomplete. The second and goal on the way.
Really, amped up. He's just had a receiver wide open there. Like the idea of him trying to get it down low, but he's just you can see here on the release, he's just not comfortable.
Well, credit the Dover pass rush. They've been on him more often than not. He's going to call his own number on the run this time. And the quarterback is down to the 5-yard line. We're going to bring now inside of a minute. So the final minute here of this first half. And Portsmouth right now okay with letting that clock run a little bit here with a third and goal on the way.
Absolutely, why not? Let it go. Burn it down. You only have 2 plays here you got left.
Right.
All you need is around 15 seconds to be able to do that, maybe 20. He's got a timeout he can call, so he can do anything he wants.
2 backs. With Thomas, takes the snap, handoff. McLaughlin is decleated. Big hit there at the line of scrimmage by Jake Bernier.
Wow.
As McLaughlin ends up head over heels, he lands inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Dover just gets drilled on an interception. But the attitude of this Dover team, they don't give up, Nick. They're not going to say, it's over. It means you just got to fight harder. Now, look at this. Look at this effort coming in. Look at that, Nick. That's just terrific football.
Meanwhile,
great effort by Dover.
Coach Pafford is playing the clock here. He's going to burn a timeout and finally stop the clock with 4 seconds remaining, which should be an upcoming field goal attempt to try and give Portsmouth the lead on what could be the final play before halftime.
I don't know. We'll see.
You think he'll go for it?
I think there's a 1 in 3 possibility with Coach Pafford. I think he knows he's got some heavy runners. I think he feels he can maybe be able to smash it in. So what are we talking, the 5-yard line?
5-yard line.
Probably not because it's out of the 5. It was the 3, I think he might be going.
Well, he's got the kicker in the huddle right now.
And he's got a good one.
That's the sophomore again, who was 2 for 2 on extra points, Daniel Solar-Sala.
I'd say the percentages with the 5-yard is there he is.
That's Mo Bilodeau.
One of the nicest people. Can we get Mo back on again?
Of course, he was inducted into the NHIAA Hall of Fame a while ago now. He's been a staple, not only on the gridiron, but on the basketball
court. That guy
court
right
as
behind
well.
there, one of the nicest men, and they're right there, one of the nicest men you'll ever meet. He's an outstanding official, like you said, Nick, in the Hall of Fame, well-deserved.
Yep.
Brought back probably out of, his 7th retirement or something, because he just...
He's called a good game tonight so far.
He runs a great ship.
Part of this 5-man officiating crew.
Many games he did in my junior high teams, and I'll tell you, every time I saw him, I was happy.
All right, here's the kick and the lead.
Yep, there you go.
It's good. No problem for the sophomore as he looked cool, calm, and collected there as he splits the uprights. All right, so Portsmouth, I believe, is going to go into the halftime locker room with a 17-14 lead.
And there is a buzz in the Clipper crowd, specifically the student section right now.
Not sure if there's still 2 seconds on the clock.
I think there is, yeah. Either that or 2/10.
Or what?
I don't know how that happens, but whatever.
It looks like we are going to get a kick here.
Yes,
so there's still some time on the clock. There's a look at the Portsmouth student section. They're out tonight in droves. We'll get a look at the Portsmouth band coming up at halftime. They're getting warm. All in all, a perfect Friday night atmosphere here on the Seacoast in week number 3 statewide.
And these two programs are giving us an awful, enjoyable game to watch.
It's been back and forth.
A lot of spirit and attitude in this game. These guys.
Squib kick, and that should do it.
That should do it. I don't understand what that 2 is still on the clock there, Nick.
I think you were right. I think it's .2. So
they're going to make us run a play?
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, because of the fact he fell on it, does the clock ever get a chance to start? I would have started it, but I don't know what you're going to get.
They're going to bring the Dover offense out. I'm not sure, to be honest, exactly how much time is left.
Yeah. Well, I think it is 2/10 of a second, Nick. I just think
it never started.
It never started because they fell on it.
Well, Aubin looks like he's going to take a knee here.
Yeah.
And just bring everybody into the locker room.
I'd still cover for it, though.
There it is.
There you go. Now it goes to 0. There you go.
All right. So 17-14 Portsmouth, a back and forth first half. Coming up, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, and a look at the Friday night scoreboard as well. You are watching our coverage of the Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
It's good for everybody. It's good for everybody.
Halftime here in Portsmouth. Clippers on top of their Seacoast rival Dover, 17-14. And the home team will receive the kick to begin the second half. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, which is, of course, FNLNH Media, Friday Night Lights New Hampshire on YouTube, FNLNH Media. And you'll like what you see there, including our conversations with these two head coaches. Coach Kumba and Coach Pafford both joined us on FNL Gridiron last night, presented by Beals Insurance. You can check that out under the video section on our YouTube channel, FNLNH Media. All right, this one, a battle of unbeatens here in week number 3. Portsmouth forced a 3 and out. Dover on the 4th down snap nearly turned it over. Faulty snap set up Portsmouth with a short field, 1st and 10 in the red zone, and the Clippers able to capitalize. A 9-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Thomas to Cole McLaughlin. Extra point up and good, 7-0 Portsmouth, less than 4 minutes in. Dover on the second drive, they respond. So they piece together a 70-yard drive, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run by Sincere Bailey. Clippers went, or rather the Green Wave went for 2 but failed to convert, and Portsmouth held the lead 7-6 after the first quarter. Second quarter, Dover takes their first lead on a 19-yard touchdown pass from Ryder Aubin to Sincere Bailey. That one a 19-yard touchdown on 3rd and 16. 2-point try this time was good as Aubin finds Carberry for the 2-point conversion. 14-7 Dover at that point. But less than a minute later, in fact 3 plays later, Portsmouth comes up with the answer. Brooks Connors on, I believe, his lone carry of that first half. A 45-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good, 14-all. Then the game's lone turnover in the final 2 minutes gave Portsmouth the ball back. An interception returned inside the 10 by Tucker Husky set up a short field goal, a 22-yarder for the sophomore kicker Daniel Solar-Sala with less than a second remaining. And that's the difference right now as we are set to begin the third quarter. Portsmouth hoping to improve to 3-0, out in front by 3, 17-14.
Boy, Nick, you talked to people before, on the work up to this game over the last week, and people will tell you, no, but Clippers are just going to destroy him, and then somebody else will come in and say, the Green Wave are going to beat by 2 touchdowns. You're going to find out how good they are. I just think both of these teams are good, and that's why we're running here at 17-14 with the home team in front by 3 points right now. Both teams have made mistakes. Both teams have shown the sort of mental toughness that it takes to stay in the game. Don't let it bring you down. Start where your last play was and work forward. They've done that, and that's to the quality of the coaches of these programs, Nick. I don't know what's going to happen here, but there's a certain amount of things that have happened in this game that just all of a sudden are explosions, naming the interception, just a breakout run. I just got the feeling the second half's going to be the same way. It's going to be a very interesting turnabout, and whoever wins this game is going to position themselves to be in a very important position as they play the season out.
Yes, Exeter is already 3-0 after downing Spalding 31-6 last night. Yeah. So the winner of this game stays unbeaten atop the D1 East standings along with Exeter. All right, some other scores trickling in. Winnicott looking for their first win. Manchester Memorial also 0-2. The Crusaders doubling up the Warriors 6-3 as they head towards the final 2 minutes of the first half. Bedford, a 21-0 lead. The top team in the New Hampshire Union Leader Power Poll with a 21-0 lead over Keene at halftime. Londonderry is rolling as well. The Lancers, after an out-of-state victory last week, up 34-0.
Impressive victory, wow.
On Central with 2 minutes remaining in that second quarter. So the Lancers with a big lead there. And
who are the
in
Lancers
division,
ahead of?
Central,
right, okay.
34-0.
Yep.
All right, in some of the lower divisions, Sauhegan, another top 10 team, blowing out my alma mater, unfortunately, 40-0 at halftime over Manchester West. Bow with a 24-14 lead over Guilford Belmont. And Interlakes Moultonborough, 14-3 lead over Monadnock down in Division 3. So we'll keep an eye on those scores plus many more as we move forward here.
Yeah.
All right, start of the third quarter. Wind picking up a bit.
They said it would.
That has not deterred this sellout crowd. Very spirited student section on the home sideline off to our right. Looks like they're trying to make their way over to where we are. It's been a fun one as usual here. One of our favorite places to call a game. And this crowd is not disappointed. The Dover faithful has made their way over in large numbers as well. That student section has been loud on the far side of the field. So it's been a fun atmosphere, competitive atmosphere. And we expect the same over the final 2 quarters here tonight. Week number 3 action. Dover at 1-0-1 coming in. An opening night blowout victory at Winnicott. A 7-7 tie against an out-of-state opponent in Sanford. And they'll face Spalding next week. Of course, Portsmouth 2-0 following 2 blowouts over Spalding and Winnicott. Clippers, after winning the coin toss, they defer to the second half.
Nice cover.
And here we go, up over the 30 to about the 34-yard line. Goes one of the up men. That's Cam Fournier, the junior. He's got a little bit of a limp as well as he makes his way back to the near sideline. All right, so Aiden Thomas and Cole McLaughlin, those have been the two key players offensively for Portsmouth, the quarterback and the running back. And the 2 seniors have looked pretty good so far.
They sure have.
Meanwhile, the Dover defensive unit has been very aggressive. A lot of blitz packages. We'll see if that continues here in the third quarter. 4-man front, shotgun set, handoff, and this one up the middle. That's Brooks Connors. Over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. In the end, that goes for 5. Sets up second down and 5.
Well, Nick, this is going to be an interesting half. I think when you look at this game, what went on in the locker room at halftime is really important to me. Which coach was able to get the most out of that halftime to avoid mistakes and to prepare them? And boy, as we see one right here,
we've seen a lot of pre-snap penalties tonight,
mostly against the Green Wave. It's just they're really jacked up, Nick. But you got to stay away from it. You have to. They want that line of scrimmage advantage, but we got to remember when you're on defensive line, they control the cadence over in the offense. So you have to honor that.
It's a free first down. Set up a 1st and 10 from the Clipper 46. Again, a 4-man front. They're going to rush 5, though. Handoff McLaughlin, runs right at the blitz, dances, and then eventually is taken down near the stick. About a 9-yard gain. Set up a second down and 1 as McLaughlin continues to be the bell cow here for the home team.
Just want to call out in the first half our 3 camera people, Kristen Beals, Matt Beals, and John Barron. And obviously Ben back in the studio doing all the production work. What a terrific job they did in that first half. Some of the quality of the film we have and the video we have was just fabulous. It really helped us call the game. Great job, guys.
Dedicated crew as usual on hand here. And we got a dive play on 1st and 10. Not going to produce much. Thomas, I believe, kept that himself.
And if I also may add, Nick Anastas is a team player. He saw me starving to death over here, and he gave me half of his. I'm going to say 18-inch sub. He gave me half of it.
Yep.
And let me tell you, it was a good ham sandwich, ham sub, and I really appreciate it. And I'm feeling better for the second half. So.
Well, I can't let my partner starve.
Let me tell you, he's a good friend and a good partner.
All right, 2 minutes in here, second down and 8. Handoff. This is Bueno left side. He's made some plays defensively, but I believe that's the first time he's touched the football on offense. He's down inside the Dover 40-yard line to the 39, and now a 3rd down and 5 on the way.
Hey, Coach, if you coach Pafford, you coach Kumba, what do you think, Nick? I think Coach Pafford feels pretty good about what's gone on so far on the balance. I think Coach Kumba feels very good about what his offense has been able to do, is my guess, but obviously wants to, on his defense, really cut down giving Portsmouth yardage on on penalties.
Big play here both ways. 3rd and 5. Thomas on an option. The pitch.
These guys
this
are
is Connors,
fast.
and he's
Wow.
tracked down and tackled. That's a great stick by Jacob Bernier. The senior starting to pile up some tackles out of the secondary.
Just playing with emotion, Nick, and he has the skills and he has the knowledge. You throw the emotions into it, and this is an emotional game. Look at that. Great work. Breaks down. Always like to see the hip square as he's approaching. And what does he do? He takes him down where his best angle is to tackle him in place. That is not an easy guy to tackle right there. And he did a terrific job. What an athlete.
4th down and 8.
Jake Bernier.
Coach Baffert not going to play games. Going to send out the punt unit.
Yep.
Just over 3 minutes gone by, 3rd quarter.
It's a great defensive play right there.
Clippers going to play field position here with a 3-point lead. This one handled by Husky. It's up and into the night sky. It floats out of bounds. That one is going to be marked out where? Somewhere inside the Clipper 40-yard line.
I think they gave Clippers a pretty generous spot, Nick. That thing looked to me like it came out around the 40-yard line, 43-yard line.
Yeah,
it literally went sideways.
They're going to say 38-yard line at Dover.
Yeah, that was the max anyway.
So that
was not
a whole lot of yards gained there.
No, that was not a well-executed punt. And again, special teams can catch up to you after a while.
So Dover catches a break. Good starting field position officially at their own 38-yard line. 1st down and 10. Aubin threw for 92 yards, Steve, in that first half unofficially.
Yep. That doesn't surprise me. I'd say that's about right.
And Aubin going to carry this one himself across the 40 for a 3-yard gain up to the 41.
Yep. That's a good 3 yards right there.
Tackle made for Portsmouth by Durkin, who has been busy along that defensive line tonight.
Interesting play call here.
2nd down and 6. Aubin with time plants the foot, cocks the hammer. He's got a man over the middle near the first down marker. There's a big hit by Bueno.
They got to get after this guy. I mean, he is a really good talent, but you can tell he's a freshman, Nick. He lost the opportunity for first down. All he had to do was catch it and lean forward, and this is about moving the sticks. Now it's 3rd down and 1. Not a good decision to try to grab a bunch of extra yardage. You get the first down first and worry about the rest later.
Freshman paid the price as well at the end of that hit. A big hit by Bueno. 3rd down and 1. Quarterback draw, hit at the line of scrimmage, and driven backwards. He's not going to get it. That again is the Portsmouth defensive lineman Max Durkin, 6'2", 230, showing you how big he can be there with a key 3rd down stop.
If Ben can go back, I don't know if he can or not, could go back to that replay while we're waiting of the reception the play before. You're going to see it was just as easy as silk to be able to get that first down. Watch this play.
We'll get to it, Steve.
We'll get to it. That's okay.
We got a 4th and 1 here.
We'll do that later.
2 receivers each side. Portsmouth threatening to blitz here, and Ryder Aubin is going to call an audible.
Yep.
As a result, looks over at the far sideline.
Nice job by Coach Coombe. Find what you like, then run it.
4th and 1. And this one is batted down. The shotgun snap hit one of the Dover players, and Portsmouth is going to take over.
Yep. Big turn of events right there.
Little miscommunication in the backfield. The snap ends up on the ground, and Portsmouth is going to take over in Dover territory at the 44-yard line.
All promulgated because of this play right here. Watch this.
Well, here's the snap.
Oh, no, that's the snap. Yep, okay.
Snap was a little high and it looked like to Aubin's right. You see there, both players went up for it. I think Bailey got a hand on it. And chaos ensues, and Portsmouth takes over. 1st and 10.
There we go.
Thomas on a 3-step drop. Going to throw down the seam. It is caught. That's Poe inside the 25, spun down at the 24. Tackle made by McGinnis, a big first down for Portsmouth.
Well, I'll say it one more time. Leave it there, Nick. If you ever get an opportunity to make a first down, make it first. Here we go, right here. Here's the play. Goes back, throws the ball. All he's got to do is lean forward into that, and he decides, nope, I'm going to go and try to get a look at that.
Yeah, that was a key second down play.
Second down play.
Set up a 3rd down.
Thank you, Ben.
It was stopped by Portsmouth, and then we saw the fourth down fumble. Now Thomas trying to escape a collapsing pocket. Carberry is there for the sack.
Good defensive play there. This defensive line has done a great job. Obviously with some cadence trouble, jumping off sides. But you take that out, they have really done an incredible job, Nick. And they've done it tirelessly, play after play. Good night for stamina for football, though. Nice and cool and crisp. So what do we got? 2nd and 11.
2nd down and 11, yep. Just outside the 26-yard line. Again, 2 backs to either side of the quarterback, Thomas. He's been under pressure tonight. Dover threatening a blitz. Handoff, bobbled, then handled by Connors, trying to spin his way out of trouble.
Look at this
Still
guy.
Pumping the legs, searching for the 20-yard line, and the officials will finally blow this one dead. An excellent fight there by Connors. He ripped a 45-yard touchdown run back in that second quarter for Portsmouth and made something out of nothing there to set up a 3rd down and 6.
I don't know what's going on with number 25 there. He got up really upset.
That's Cole McLaughlin.
Yeah, he may have twisted something there.
Trying to walk it off here on the home sideline for Portsmouth.
He's got it taped up, Nick, anyway. So that might have been a pre-injury coming in and getting re-injured.
The Clippers leading rusher on the night on the sidelines on this 3rd and 6. Thomas spins his way to his left, throws one up for grabs in the end zone, and it's incomplete.
Great defense.
Trying to find Angus Moss, but right there with him was Grant Davis, the junior.
That's a great defensive play. You're going to see it on replay right here. Watch the way he tracks him. He's got his right hand on him the whole way to measure him. And then he watches the eyes as he's coming back, knows just the right time to pull up, and touches that arm as he's looking back going for the ball. Nice defensive play. He wanted a call, but not there.
Official's going to let it go, and that brings up a 4th down and 6. Ball at the 21-yard line of Dover. Should be about a 38, 39-yarder for the sophomore, but Coach Paffer going to keep his strong-legged kicker on the sidelines. 4th and 6, offense going to go for it. Thomas to his left, tuck and run inside the 20. Ball comes out at the end. Dover says they have it. They do. Didn't matter because the tackle was made well shy of that first down marker, so back-to-back stops here in this 3rd quarter. Dover going to get the ball back down 3.
Little difficulty holding on to the ball coming out here in the second half, Nick. A lot of kind of strange snaps and coughing it up a little bit. And I don't know if it's the cool air down there. Nobody's used to that. Never mind dry.
Yeah, it feels like a fall night.
Feels like a fall night. When's the last time we saw that? Last fall.
Temperature about 62 at this point, 61 maybe. And again, that breeze here, just a mile or so away from the ocean.
Yep. What a beautiful thing. A mile away from the ocean.
Can chill things after sunset.
Hurricane Leo, right? Coming up.
Just over 4 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Dover going to take over at their own 16-yard line. Aubin going to spread, going to throw over the middle. Carberry's got the catch, and he's got the 1st down. Had 2 defenders on either side of him, but Carberry showing you the hands, showing you the awareness,
and not a
bad
move
the sticks there for the Green Wave.
Not a bad throw by Aubin. Look at that, right where it needed to be. And he does a great job holding on to that football with 2 hands.
Cam Worcester
nice
was right there
sitting
on the
in the pocket, releasing it.
Worcester on the tackle.
Great camera work, gentlemen.
1st and 10 from the 32. Pick up a 16 on that play. Aubin back to the air, throws, catch made. It's the freshman.
He got a 1st down that time.
He's loose. Allen up across the 45.
Yeah, that's a great job there. Okay, I'd like to see a guy make a mistake, correct it, Nick. You saw what he did right there. They obviously talked to him on the sidelines just to show this talented young freshman. Watch him now do exactly what he's supposed to do. Looks for daylight, goes for it, gets the 1st down. This kid's going to be a good football player. It's how to respond. Good work.
Aubin 2 for 2 on the drive, starting to get loose. Handoff. First carry for Tony DeAndrea.
Nothing there. Wow.
DeAndrea cut down at the line of scrimmage as Connors and company are waiting for him on the edge.
What? You want to see come up? You're going to see, excuse me here. Watch him come. Watch Connors come up. Boom. Wow. Hello.
It's been some big hits, as we've talked about on air and off air
tonight. These teams
tonight.
love contact, so they're going to – you love contact in football, and you've got the athleticism, the capabilities, these two teams. They're going to give teams fits throughout the year. But right now, they've both given each other fits, but they're all coming up loving it. So
inside of 3 minutes, third quarter.
Two-game squads.
On the move, DeAndrea, they fake to him. They keep it with the quarterback, and Aubin is not going to get much.
Nope.
Maybe a yard, trying to go off of left guard. Tackled there by Cole McLaughlin, who looks like he's fighting through some pain right now, Steve. You mentioned it earlier. It came off on that last offensive drive for Portsmouth. He's in the middle of that Clipper defense as well, but clearly playing with an injury here.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Didn't stop him from making the tackle there. 3rd down and 7.
This is just grit at this point.
Dover trying to keep things moving as we move towards 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Aubin, plenty of time. Looking. Going to scramble to his right. Durkin in pursuit. Missed him. The throw is bobbled and incomplete.
You got to hold on to that football.
Trying to find Ben Allen. The freshman left his feet but could not haul it in. And now a 4th and 7 on the way.
Boy, Coach Kumba has really got to be impressed. Look at Aubin extend this play. Nice stiff arm. Look at that athletic move right there. Yeah, he's looking back as he's catching it. Got to pull that in. The number one thing you have to do here is pull the ball into your chest. Pull it down. Right now, pull it down. No, he started looking upfield before he did. Just fundamental errors.
4th and 7.
It's getting kind of costly in this game right now.
Empty set, 5 receivers. 3 bunched up here to the near side left. 4-man rush. Aubin surveys, trying to escape pressure. Durkin is there again. Aubin still alive. Down the sideline. Incomplete.
Another drop.
Tried to find McGinnis. Bueno breathing down his neck. They have knocked it loose on the way to the ground. It's incomplete, and the Clippers come up with another stop on 4th down.
Big defensive hit, but you've got to hold on to that ball, Nick. I mean, your team needs you right now. You've got to hold on to that football.
Easier said than done.
It is, but I didn't say it was. But if you're going to win games, you got to make big plays against big teams, Nick. I'm sorry, it's never going to change. Yep, you got to hold on to that football.
Not sure if he would have landed in bounds either way, but
well, I'll tell you one. This
get another look here. That's McGinnis.
No, he got pushed out.
Yep.
He got pushed out.
Good coverage by Bueno.
But how about this young quarterback, Aubin? What a terrific job and what a display that he is putting on right now.
Yeah, up near 100 through the air at halftime. He's added to that total here in the third quarter. Meanwhile, McLaughlin looks like he's close to 100% on that run. Rips off 7 more to add to his total and sets up a 2nd down and 3. He's been the lead rusher tonight. Unofficially 31 yards in that first half, another 16 more in this third quarter.
Green Wave really needs their defense to stand up right now. You got to let that offense get back out there and get another shot at it. But this is getting in 121 the third quarter. You're starting to get into that point in the game.
2nd and 2 officially. Back to McLaughlin. Spins his way to the second level. And he's got a first down inside the Dover 40 at the 36.
Wow.
Tackled there by Bailey. So McLaughlin continuing to be the workhorse Coach Pafford was hoping for.
Yep.
As he's now had back-to-back carries and again is going to kind of limp his way off the field
struggling
here to the near sideline.
He does not want to be taken out. But I think it's wise to let him get his breath and be a valuable player on the team.
Final minute, third quarter. First handoff here for Porter Laline.
Good job by the
sophomore, older
Green
brother.
Wave defense.
Came through the program a few years ago. And Laline, not going to get much there as the whole snap shut after just a yard. Second down and 9.
Nice gap control here. You'll see it. Nice gap control by the defense here. Defensive line. They're stout, they're rugged, and they just hold their positions really well. Excellent work.
Carberry the first
no
there.
hole to run.
Cohen Monahan with a nice tackle for Dover as well. So we may see one more play here. We're down to 10 seconds.
Yep. What a fast quarter, huh?
We'll see if Portsmouth actually snaps the ball. Coach Pafford roaming the near sideline. Not sure we're going to see a snap here. We won't. So that will do it. A scoreless third quarter. He's got players on both sidelines holding up four fingers. The fourth quarter is on the way. Will Portsmouth 3-point lead stand, or does Dover pull off an upset on the road to remain unbeaten? We begin to find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
It's like 170.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance, and this one has lived up to the hype.
Yep.
Through three quarters. Two Seacoast rivals with just a field goal separating the two as we begin the final 12-minute stretch. Portsmouth football, and this one is incomplete. A hot pass there that goes off the hand of the intended target, Bueno.
Another injury here.
And you're right.
Ooh.
A Dover player slow to get up. That's Jacob Bernier. One of their talented safeties still shaken up at the 45-yard line. So they'll pause the game here for a moment, just 5 seconds into this fourth quarter. We recap this one. Portsmouth struck first, a 9-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Thomas to Cole McLaughlin about midway through that first quarter, 7-0. Dover on the next drive.
We're in luck here.
Answered with a 2-yard touchdown run by Sincere Bailey. 2-point try failed. 7-6 Portsmouth after one. Dover, their first lead early in the second quarter. No, late in the second quarter. Just over 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Ryder Aubin, who has been spectacular, hooked up with Bailey on a 19-yard touchdown pass. That came on 3rd and 16. 14-7 after the 2-point try was successful, an Auburn to Carberry hookup. However, less than a minute later, Portsmouth answered with a big run. 45-yard rip by Brooks Connors. Longest play from scrimmage either way. Tied the game at 14. Then the only turnover occurred in the final minute before halftime. An interception by Portsmouth's Tucker Hussey. Husky set up a 22-yard field goal from Daniel Solar-Sala with just 1 second remaining. So 14 for Dover, 17 for Portsmouth at halftime. We just saw a scoreless third quarter. And that's where we are here, just one play into the fourth quarter. Portsmouth out in front, 17-14. Clippers trying to improve to 3-0.
Yeah, we're seeing a little sigh of relief there with Coach Coomber and the other team there. It looks like just nothing more than a cramp to Jake Bernier as he walks off. Pretty good shape. So I'm pretty sure we'll see him back. So that's a big. Didn't look good when he went down. The way he was holding it. So
he's been a playmaker defensively.
Oh.
With a handful of tackles here tonight.
He sure has.
It's been a hard-fought game. Wind picking up here on the Seacoast with the hurricane offshore. Screen, Moss, plenty of room. First down and then some. It's his first catch tonight. He's inside the 10. He's scissored down inside the 5-yard line. Angus Moss. Dover had done such a good job keeping the ball out of his hands, but he gets revenge there to set up a 1st and goal.
I really like the design of that play, Nick. He had blockers out front. They had a complete wall cut off on the outside pursuit coming in, and he attacked the middle, Nick, right between the hash marks where there was space. Watch the blocking in the back. Bang, bang, bang. Goes right through the middle. It's a sprint to the finish line. Nice job coming back, but not before he's all the way down to the 5-yard line, Nick. That was a well-designed play and well executed.
31 yards through the air on Moss's first catch of the night, showing you the open field prowess
Good
of the
time
senior.
to call that. You're flooding the corners.
First and goal from the 5. They keep it with Thomas. Quarterback seeking the pylon. He's in for the touchdown. It's a 5-yard touchdown run by the senior quarterback, Aiden Thomas. Able to evade a man in the backfield and then bring it home to the house for his first rushing score of the night. Clippers extend the lead to now 2 scores, 23-14.
I'm just going to say, now in the fourth quarter now, you've got the first time where somebody appears to be slipping away here. But there's plenty of time for Coach Coomber and company to be able to come back and try to cut that to a 3-point deficit, and then anything can happen from there. But they've got to put together a good drive.
And now Solar Sala trying to remain perfect on the night. And the sophomore will as he sneaks that one inside the upright to make it a 10-point game now at 24-14.
I was surprised last time he didn't give him a shot at 37, 38 yards, Nick. To me, he's had the leg all night long, and it appears to be extremely accurate as well. But they just scored a touchdown there, so it's 24-14. You could see the elation on the sidelines from the coaching staff when they just ran that one in. So Coach Pafford and company feeling pretty good right now, as well they should. They got themselves a heck of a good football team, but both of these teams are. And anything can happen here with 11:26 left.
As we talked about, a lot of talk about Portsmouth all summer.
Yep.
The fact that at one point they had 116 kids in the program. They're down to 108 now.
There's
according
the
to Coach
skipper
Pafford.
right now.
Yeah, we spoke with him last night on FNL Gridiron. You can watch that interview on our YouTube channel. And Portsmouth, after maybe a couple of down years, right back in the conversation, in the top 5 in the media poll, and on the verge, maybe, of going 3-0 if they can protect this lead here in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, the kick is returned out past the 30-yard line on a good return by McGinnis. So Dover with pretty decent starting field position here. They're going to need it. Trailing 24-14, the ball will be spotted at their own 33.
So they have the quarterback. When you've got a quarterback of Auburn's stature, these sort of games are well within reach, but they have to execute. Has to be a complete effort from coaching all the way down, play calling, execution of the quarterback in the field, and they've got to give this young man some time. So far, they've done a terrific job, and they're an explosive offense. So let's see what they can do.
They'll spread it out again. Got a wing back, looks like. The splits are about 3 feet along those linemen. Aubin on a screen. He's got a man, it's Carberry. Connor's trying to wrestle him down. McLaughlin in pursuit. Bueno there as well. And finally, they take the big man down at about the 38-yard line after a 5-yard pickup for the Green Wave.
There was a little bobble there, and I think that cost him some time, Nick. We'll see it again here. It looked like when he caught the ball, there was a little bit of a hitch. Not really, just not a lot there after the catch. And boy, he did a good job working for the most he could get.
Carberry's second grab, he had the 2-point conversion catch as well. 2nd down and 5. Aubin to his left. The pitch taken in by McGinnis with one hand. Tries to cut it upfield, but he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Cole McLaughlin right there again. 3rd and 5 on the way.
Yeah, it looks to me just took a long time to develop, Nick. Didn't really have a good crisp feel to it, to the play. So now they've got, 3rd and 4.
Officially 3rd and 5 from
3rd and 5, yeah, you're right.
2 minutes in, fourth quarter. Dover down by 10. They need this one. Crowd chanting defense here in Portsmouth. Clippers with 3 hands in the sand. They're going to brush a 4th man here. Aubin going to throw near side. Catch made. That's a 1st down. It's the freshman. Going to turn his back to the defense. Allen, his 3rd catch. And he's up to the 47.
He almost started to try to run another arc route, Nick, back inside, and he thought better of it, and I think it's a good thing he did. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to get the fundamentals down. That's all. But he's got a lot of talent. He runs really good routes, and he clearly shows he has a knack for getting open.
Talented freshman class.
Very.
As we talked about, Lewis is checked in here tonight. Allen. There's been a few that have made an imprint on this game for Dover.
Yep.
Of course, at the top of the depth chart is this deep senior class for Coach Kumba. Handoff, stretch play. McGinnis looking for the edge. He's got it. Going to turn the corner and pick up 5 or 6 there. Meanwhile, some extracurricular activity there as one of the Portsmouth defensive back, Dominic Bueno.
They were in their private tussle over there.
Was involved there with Orion Henderson. That got some of the Portsmouth fans upset. But everything's all set. The officials have towed the line pretty well tonight.
Yes, they have.
It's been a physical game, and they've let the players play. This one is dropped. Incomplete. Ball comes in a little low there for Allen. Freshman can't haul it in. 2nd and 5 becomes 3rd and 5.
It'll be very interesting to see this young man when he becomes a junior and senior, Nick, never mind a sophomore. Give him a year under his belt in the weight room. But been watching his route running, and he just has a knack of slipping free and getting open. Oben was kind of throwing that across his body there.
Look at this formation.
This is very interesting.
Center on an island to himself. Snap. Got to get rid of it quickly, and it's incomplete. 2-man rush with only one blocker, which means Aubin had only about a second to get rid of that one. The throw is low, intended for DeAndrea.
He had a lot of room there if he was able to hook that up. It was an interesting play because he had a lot of room after the catch. There was nobody near him, including the ball was not near enough.
Haven't seen that formation in a while.
Yeah, I don't know if that might have been tipped,
It
Nick.
was tipped, yep.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Well, that's a pretty important tip right there because I think that was pay dirt written all over it.
4th down and 5. Dover needs this one to keep their comeback hopes alive. From the Clipper 47. Aubin over the middle. Catch made. Big hit at the stick. Does he have it? It's close. Gruby with the catch. Hit almost immediately by Moss, and it's going to defend on the spot here.
I don't like the spot. I thought the spot was weak. I thought he had it by forward progression. We're gonna see here. It's going to be really, really close, but to me, he had it by about 1/3 of a yard.
Referee Mo Bilodeau eyeing the spot here.
I don't think he's got it. Now watch where he is here on the replay. You make your own choice.
Well, where's the football is the question.
Well, if you look at it there,
Portsmouth
looks pretty
is
good.
going to take over.
I'll take that back.
The officials say Portsmouth football, the measurement, I believe, is going to favor the Clippers. The defense just celebrated, although the refs are still looking at it. Got a Hall of Fame eye over there in Mo Bilodeau. And if it's too close for even him to call, that means it's pretty close. And now they're going to say Dover. Wow. Well, initially the Clipper defense was celebrating. Now it's the Dover sideline clapping their hands. The Dover offense apparently going to stay on. A couple of boos coming out of this home crowd.
Fans don't like it. I understand both sides of this, Nick. This is a really difficult spot.
Saying 1st down. Coach Pafford not happy.
I understand why neither coach, Nick, would be happy. It was that tight.
Yep.
You know, although I will say it looked like to where they spotted it was the accurate place. It was just...
It's as close as it gets.
Close as it gets.
1st and 10. Aubin back to the air. McGinnis the catch. Hit immediately by Smith.
But he fights for yardage.
Yep. Ends up with a 6-yard pickup. Clock going to restart now. 4 minutes gone by, 4th quarter. Smith has played well tonight.
Yes, he has.
Along the perimeter. Multi-sport athlete, as we mentioned. A lot of speed in this backfield, as we know. This secondary, rather, for Portsmouth.
Yep.
2nd down and 6 officially. Ball at the Clipper 38-yard line. Aubin barking out signals. Portsmouth not going to blitz. It's a 4-man rush. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made. DeAndrea. And he's tackled quickly by Durkin.
A little short, I think.
Down inside the 35 at about the 34-yard line. Yep. Going to leave him short by about a yard. 3rd and 1.
Very methodical drive here.
Yep.
Boy, they won that 1st down by the skin of the teeth.
A lot of short throws here on the drive. 3rd and 1. Again, Dover going to spread it out. Blitz off the edge. Throw. Catch made. Far side. Key grab by Gruby. First down and then some. Tackled inbounds just shy of the 25 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice play, Nick. Kind of fake it in the middle a little bit. And then stop that wide receiver short. Great job by Auburn not telegraphing that pass. That was done in the last split second, and that's why he was wide open.
5 minutes gone by.
Big first down.
Fourth quarter. Dover trying to make this a one-score game. Auburn on 1st and 10. The senior in trouble. Throws. Is this one incomplete?
Nope.
Incomplete.
Good
diving effort there by Gruby. But again, the coverage was there for Portsmouth, and a 2nd and 10 on the way.
Yeah, I think he threw it where he had to throw it. Anything up higher than that, that might have been picked off because he has some pretty tight coverage right there.
2nd down and 10.
Yep.
Auburn, it's been as good as advertised so far tonight.
Sure has.
On both the ground and through the air. Trying to get his team within one score. Flips it out to McGinnis, and that one dropped in the flat, incomplete. Well, Cole McLaughlin, one of the more feared defenders in the state, right there in his face, may have forced that incompletion.
Yep.
As the receiver heard the footsteps, so to speak.
Yeah, he actually saw him coming. He wasn't just hearing it. He did a great job. That's what defenders have to do. Be intimidating. You know you're not going to get to him, so you just act intimidating, get in his face, and let him think he's going to take a hit. And he took his eye off the ball and looked at the defender, and there you go.
3rd and 10. The Clipper student section stomping on the aluminum bleachers here.
Hawaiian night.
From the 27, Auburn. 3-man rush, plenty of room. Now the pocket breaks down. He runs to his right. Durkin is there, and he's finished off. Both Durkin and Colton Broussard combine on the stop. Auburn scratches out a yard or two, but now a 4th and long on the way.
Really surprised that you didn't have a short receiver, Nick, coming out. He did not have an outlet that he could throw the ball to, and he was forced to run it, but they had a nice scissor contained there right there. There was no place for him to go. So 4th and 11. It's crunch time here.
4th and 11.
We'll see what Coach Coombs got in his bag.
We're just past the midway point, 4th quarter. Auburn against another tough rush. Throws over the middle and is knocked down and incomplete. Again, the coverage was there. It's Moss who got a hand on it.
All over him.
The Clippers all over. Come up with their 3rd, 4th down stop of the second half.
Yeah, and it's been done with incredible coverage here on their corners and safeties. They've done a terrific job. It's all about big plays. And the majority of the big plays tonight, Nick, are in Portsmouth Holster as far as I'm concerned. And I think that's a huge difference in the game because Auburn is the best quarterback on the field. There's no question about that. So to beat the best quarterback on the field, you've got to have other players do other things. And the Clippers have had that tonight, and Coach Pafford has had it tonight.
That Clipper defense has come alive. Dover's last points came late in the 2nd quarter.
Yep.
Just outside of 3 minutes to go before halftime.
And they've had their opportunities, but
have rattled off 17 unanswered since that point.
Yep. I agree.
1st and 10.
Still plenty of time, but they got to stop them.
27-yard line with less than 6 minutes remaining. Coach Pafford, I think, wants to start that clock and keep it running. He's going to go up the middle to his bell cow running back. That's the senior Cole McLaughlin, who has played a terrific two-way game tonight for Portsmouth.
Absolutely. Positively.
Picked up 5 there. Or 4. Was somewhat contained on the ground in that first half, just 31 yards, but he's more than doubled that total since the break.
This is a big play here, Nick, not to give them a first down. They start allowing them to move a couple sticks. It's going to get down to real tight here. There are plenty of timeouts on both ends, but
we're down to 5 minutes.
They're down to 5:03 and counting.
Again, a loaded shotgun backfield. They hand to Connors, and he's not going to get anything.
Yeah, that's a nice rush. They're playing their hearts out right now in the Green Wave.
Kyle Merrill leading the charge, and now Coach Kumba is going to use his first
little conservative
timeout. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty, now with 5 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Spectrum Monthly. Powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. It's been a good one. Portsmouth led by 3 at the half. They extended their lead to 10 earlier in this fourth quarter and now have a chance maybe to begin the closing out process here with less than 5 minutes to go. They face a 3rd and 6 from their own 32. They sweep to Poe. Poe is going to be tackled well shy. The ball may have popped out at the last minute.
He was on the ground.
The officials say he was down. Either way, a 4th down on the way, a 4th down and 4. The Dover defense may have just come up with a big win there.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I was just wondering about the conservative nature of Coach Pafford's offense at that point. And I really believe he believes in that defense that he's got. No sense of giving away anything. We'll go conservative here. If we get a first down, fine. If we don't, fine. Give Green Wave credit. They stepped up. But I believe the bottom line with Coach Pafford is he trusts his defense like iron.
And he's forcing his counterpart to use 2 of his timeouts.
Absolutely.
As well. So Dover is left now with just 1 remaining.
Clock with a 2-score game working very much in favor now in the benefit of the Clippers side. So Coach Coomber can't really mess around too much here. He's got to be able to try to. Big thing here is on that kick, get a good return, Nick. Try to bust something up here around midfield so he can shorten the field. Then at that point he can onside it and try to pick it up. Well, of course, it depends on how quickly you can get in the end zone if you can. But I think Coach Pafford is going to say our defense will be more than happy to put on the field.
Husky, the punter, is on. His toes are at the 20-yard line, standing on the far hash. Back deep is McGinnis for Dover at his own 35-yard line. We've seen 1 bad snap already tonight.
And a bad kick, too. So we'll see what happens here.
This one taken around the face
mask.
Not
that one.
That's a boomer. Huskies punt, fair catch called for, and made by McGinnis at about the 37. So Dover will take over from there.
Not bad field position.
With 4:27 to go, still down by 2 scores.
It'll be very interesting to see what the offensive receiver sets that he's going to be running here. Is he going to be running some cross patterns and things of that nature to try to potentially stretch out the field? He's got some athletes, Nick, that on his receiver core that can really get it done. They're very, very explosive. But one of the things that I have noticed is that the Clippers' defensive line is starting to get a lot of pressure on Oban, unlike it was so much in the first half. So we'll see what the offensive line can do. They did a terrific job in the first half.
And by and large, Portsmouth has only rushed 4.
Yes.
Whereas Dover has brought the blitz more often than not. Auburn going to fire on 1st and 10. It's a good hands catch by the freshman Allen. And he's up across.
This kid is going to be good.
45 down to the Clipper 44-yard line, a gain of 17.
That's a freshman, Nick, in a game of this caliber.
They've called his number a lot here in the second half.
I'll be constructively critical where I can, but I have nothing but respect for what a freshman is doing on the field right now for his football team.
Clock running, 4 minutes and counting. Dover. They've been into Portsmouth territory several times since halftime, but have not been able to break the goal line. They're going to fire one towards the end zone here. It's a long pass, a lot of contact, and a flag is thrown.
2 flags came down.
Moss, the defensive back, tangled up there with Sam Gruby.
Let's see, there must be contact there because 2 flags went down, Nick. That's pretty definitive there when you see that. Watch this. Watch this here.
The back judge was all over it.
Yeah, both judges.
As you could see there, a long bomb, and both players go tumbling down, then the flags fly.
That's 100% judge. Let's see what we got here. Oh,
It's going to be against Portsmouth.
Here we go. Yeah, he didn't look back. It looked to me like they're going to get him from obstructing his path.
Meanwhile, there's a player down for Portsmouth.
I saw that earlier, yeah.
Pass interference.
Coach Pafford is not happy with that call, as you can see. Both coaches really frustrated with that. They didn't like the first down, measuring stick first down earlier in the game. They don't like that one either.
Well, the shaken up player for Portsmouth is linebacker Cam Worcester. And Worcester, after receiving some attention from the medical staff, is going to hop off the field.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. He's
trying to avoid placing his left leg on the ground. So a lower body injury here.
Almost acting like
for
it's a
Worcester.
toe, Nick.
The senior who has played well tonight defensively.
Yeah. He's acting like it's a toe.
All right, meanwhile, after the 15-yard penalty, Dover is inside the 30 at the Portsmouth 28-yard line. Now less than 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Aubin looking, throwing down the seam. Catch made. Carberry inside the 5. Touchdown!
Wow!
Dover!
He did
Carberry,
it. What an effort!
Able to reach over with that right arm to cross the goal line, and all of a sudden, it's a 24-20 ball game. Aubin to Carberry from 28 yards out.
Let's not forget what the offensive line just gave him for time and vision. Watch this. 1, 2, 3 full seconds. Nobody near him. He had the whole lane wide open, a vision V right wide open for him to throw, and he threw a dart. And how about that second effort after this reception?
Able to fight his way to the end zone despite the fact that both Moss and Stone Karnowitz were right there with him.
That was a great effort.
Now trying to go for 2, Steve, to make this a 2-point game. Aubin going to throw. Quick pass caught by DeAndre. He's in for 2.
Do not count this Green Wave team out. When you've got a great quarterback, Nick, anything can happen. This guy's got a knack for getting it done. He's got a great receiver core. And his offensive line, Nick, on that drive stepped up big for him.
So a 28-yard hookup from Aubin to Carberry. Capped off with a 2-point conversion from Aubin to DeAndrea. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game again with 3:45 remaining. Dover set to kick this one away. Green Wave still with 1 timeout remaining.
Well, the Green Wave have, one way or another, both of these teams have proved me, Nick, that they do not say die, either one of them. These are 2 excellent football teams, and they're going to get better throughout the year. That's the scary part. And they're deep. They're relentless. They both play. They don't let things get in their head. They let it go by, and they keep coming. This has been everything we could ask for in a game at this early juncture of the season.
Week number 3, both teams trying to stay unbeaten. Squib kick, not going to work.
I'm surprised. They didn't kick it deep, down in the corner, Nick. Really surprised at that point. You got 3:45 left, and you got 1 timeout, so you can stop the clock.
Instead they try the onside kick. Cam Fournier was ready.
Really surprised.
And the junior sure-handed at the front line there on the return team.
Yeah, I'm not saying I would have kicked it down the center of the hashes, Nick, but I would have at least put it down here in the corner the best you could. I mean, that's really surprising.
All right, so Portsmouth going to start things off at their own 46-yard line. They've got a 2-point lead with 3:45 remaining.
A gutsy 2-point conversion call, and they got it. Nice, well-executed play.
Thomas with a back to each side. 3 receivers set, 1st and 10. Handoff, right side, it's Connors, the big body junior. He's going to lean forward and not get much. Maybe 3 there behind right guard as Dover again swarms the scene. A good stop there for Jake Magnum, the senior defensive end. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
Coach Pafford calling in the defensive plays. He's called in 2 already. Now looks to me like there's maybe a little change up here.
2nd and 7. Clock ticking.
Could be looking at a deep pass.
3:15 and counting. They go back to Connors, right side. Hit at the line of scrimmage. And Dover going to gang tackle the junior right near the 48-yard line. No gain on the play.
Things get
3rd and
rather
7.
interesting, Nick. They have a timeout. There's 3 minutes and counting down. If they don't get it here, Nick, they'll probably have 2 minutes to try to run that offense down. I don't know what the distance capability of the kicker is, but 2 points certainly gives them that opportunity.
Well, Steve, the only time we've seen the Dover kicker tonight was on the opening kickoff.
Opening kickoff, that's it. Yep.
They have not attempted an
That's
extra
why I said
point.
I don't know.
They have not attempted an extra point.
Yeah.
Of course, we saw him on the opening kickoff of the second half, rather, I should say, as Dover got the ball to begin the game. Meanwhile, on 3rd and 7,
He's
the
got
escapability of the quarterback on display here. Thomas cuts it inside the 20 and rips off a 34-yard gain.
They brought all the goods. They brought all the goods, Nick. And the offensive line was able to spread them out just enough. But let's give this young quarterback credit for seeing it early and attacking that middle. And look at him. He saw it, and he went for it.
You want to talk about strides, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Covered
Absolutely.
a lot of ground there in the open field in the senior.
This game has just had these back and forths, Nick. It's just been fantastic to watch. Both teams living up to the quality of teams in which they are. Coach Kumba, can't blame him for trying to bring it there.
That brings us inside of 2 minutes as well. Meanwhile, Connors cuts it up and rolls his way down to about the 10-yard line after a 5-yard pickup. So Dover with 1 timeout remaining. When will they use it is the question. Final 95 seconds.
I don't know, Nick.
2nd down and 5 on the way. Portsmouth in no hurry to snap this football. Thomas still talking with his guys, and we may see one from Coach Pafford if they don't hurry up here. Now they look like they're ready to snap it. Dover is not going to use it yet. Down to 1:10. Thomas, handoff. McLaughlin trying to bounce one to the outside, breaks a tackle, and is tripped up inside the 5-yard line at maybe the 4. A couple of Dover players slow to get up, including the man who made the stop, Jake Bernier.
Watch this corner. Nice block right here in the. That's just great pursuit right there.
Yeah, he shakes off Bailey and then rolls his way for a couple extra. He has looked good tonight.
Been flying all game here on both sides of the football. The effort has been given.
Sets up a 1st and goal.
And if anybody thinks they're going to play Dover or Portsmouth, either one of these teams, you better be ready.
Emmanuel Poe is the back here. Standing in a pistol set is the quarterback, Thomas.
Keep burning the clock.
Yep, Coach Pafford going to let it tick, 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 tick. Down to 25 seconds. Going to take a knee here. Dover, I think, is out of timeout, Steve.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yep.
So there you go. I thought they had one left. I was incorrect.
What a game.
Portsmouth is going to win this football game. They hang on to defeat their Seacoast rival, Dover, by a final score of 24-22. The Clippers are now 3-0 and will be on the road next week at Memorial, hoping to stay unbeaten. What a ball game tonight, as this one did live up to the hype.
Start to finish, neither team gave up for 1 second in this whole game. And for that, Nick, both of them are going to live throughout this season with a strong season either way. There's no doubt about that. But you can't take away the significance in the East right now of Portsmouth coming through with that win, where these teams are all going to. Exeter is going to have to play Dover. Exeter is going to have to play Portsmouth. Mm-hmm. So all of them are going to have to play each other. So this is a big game in the quiver for Coach Pafford and crew of Clipper Nation, and they're going to walk out of here pretty fulfilled. But I got to be honest with you. You got to be really pleased. I mean, I was impressed with Coach Kumba's team from start to finish, all 3 phases of the game. And they have a quarterback, Nick, that I think, as far as I've seen, is right up there in the top of the heap with the best of them.
Both quarterbacks played well tonight, including the big run there to seal the deal by Aiden Thomas of Portsmouth. All right, we'll break it all down coming up next. Stacked highlights, analysis, recap, and out-of-town scoreboard, where some games are coming down to the wire as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Well, we saw a close one here tonight. Portsmouth, they made the plays when they had to. They hold off a late surge from Dover. And Aiden Thomas, speaking with our friend Dave Haley down there on the field, led the charge tonight for the Clippers. Final score 24-22. Portsmouth improves to 3-0 and ties Exeter atop Division I East. Dover, their first setback of the season. Green Wave are now 1-1-1. Portsmouth got on the board first. Thomas hooked up with Cole McLaughlin from 9 yards out to make it 7-0 just 4 minutes into the contest. Dover responded on the next drive, put together an 80-yard drive, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run from Sincere Bailey. Dover went for 2 and failed on the attempt, so Portsmouth held the lead 7-6, and that was our score after 1. Dover took their first lead on a quarterback to running back hookup on 3rd and 16. Ryder Aubin finds Bailey, who finds the end zone. A 19-yard hookup, 2-point try was good. Aubin to Carberry. And with 3:05 remaining before halftime, Dover led 14-7. But the response was swift from the home team. Brooks Connors ripped off a 45-yard run to make it 14-all with just 2 minutes to go. Then the game's lone turnover gave the ball back to Portsmouth in the red zone. An interception by the defensive back Tucker Husky set up a 22-yard field goal from sophomore Daniel Soler-Sala with just 1 second left. That was our halftime score, 17-14 Portsmouth. Third quarter was scoreless as we saw both defenses rise to the occasion with a number of fourth down stops. So it stayed 17-14 going into the fourth. First 2-score lead of the night came on a Thomas scurry, a 5-yard touchdown run around the edge to make it 24-14 in the first minute of that fourth quarter. It looked like Portsmouth was going to hold on to that double-digit lead until The final couple of minutes, Auburn finds Carberry on a never-say-die 28-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point try was good as well. Auburn to DeAndrea. And that made things a little tighter than the Clipper fans were hoping going into the final 3 minutes, 24-22. But a couple of big first downs, including, Steve, a 34-yard run to win the game, basically, for Aiden Thomas, cements the final score at 24-22. Portsmouth, they win. They'll take on Memorial on the road next Friday night, while Dover will fall back another road challenge at division foe Spalding.
You waiting for my response?
It's all yours.
All right. I think these teams are extremely different football teams, and they're they're significantly more different after seeing them play each other than I thought before. But they both have specific attributes that make them very, very solid football teams. I think that is the thing that I saw tonight was in core parts of the game, Portsmouth's force, if you will, on defense was they got big things done when they had to get them done. And I think that the offensive cadence issues that were going on at critical times, with the Green Wave of Dover, if they can correct those, I think this is even closer than a 2-point game.
Right.
But let's take a look at that score, 24-22, and I think you've got a pretty good idea of how tight and how close the talent of these two teams are, how well coached they are, how well quarterbacked, especially Dover is, and how strong defensively Portsmouth is. And when you start looking at the iron of the league, Nick, when you look at the Londonderrys, you look at the Bedfords, and you look at the Pinkertons, you're going to have a defense like Portsmouth has in order to be able to hang in there and hold strong with them.
Yeah.
But one of the things that Dover showed me is that they do not quit. They just keep coming. They expend themselves, and they don't let mistakes get them down. They kept on coming. We saw a honey of a game tonight. It lived up to every piece of the hype that we had hoped. And let me tell you, both of these teams are to be congratulated with their performance. Both of these coaching staffs to be congratulated. And I'll tell you, Mo's staff out there did one heck of a job in a game that could have very easily got out of hand because there was just so much action, intense hitting. They kept it under control, and that was one of the nicest, well-officiated games I've seen, and we see a lot of them.
All right, some final scores. Of course, 2 games last night, one of which we were in attendance for.
Yep.
Salem top Memorial 28. Salem top.
Could have big
Concord.
Implications coming down the field. Yeah.
28-14 to improve to 3-0. Exeter went 3-0 with a win last night as well, as they beat Spalding 31-6. Elsewhere tonight, Bedford 3-0, 35-0 over Keene. Londonderry on their way to their third win, 47-0 over Central with 3 minutes to go. Wyndham with a 42-7 lead at halftime over Alvern.
Yep.
As they look good, we may or may not, wink, wink, see the Jaguars next weekend. Bow beats Belmont 34-21 in Division II. And Memorial, another D1 score to sneak in on their way to their first win, 26-3 over Winnicott. Of course, Steve, we still got one more broadcast to go. Tomorrow night, we're in the gate city of Nashua to renew a rivalry between Nashua North and Bishop Girton. Looking forward to that one.
Both teams defining who they are, still trying to define who they are and where they fit. So it's kind of fitting they face each other.
Both teams needing a win, I would say.
No question.
That game kicks
especially
off
against each other
at 6:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, want to thank Tom and his staff, as usual.
Fabulous.
Rolling out the red carpet for us, one of our favorite places. There he is. He's even cleaning up the trash.
He does it all.
After the game. That is dedication. We appreciate the athletic director here in Portsmouth. And, of course, his staff, our friends here sharing space with us, the New Hampshire Sports page. Appreciate seeing Dave and Justin. And, of course, our hardworking crew.
What a great job, all of you.
As well. That includes John Barron, Kristen Beals, and Matt Beals, who flew up just in time from the D.C. area. For my partner, Steve Beals, another fabulous job, my friend.
Thank you. Same here.
My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time. Portsmouth 24, Dover 22. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.